Hi, this is Scott. I'm out here walking the dogs. Say hi, Thor. Say hi, Polly. I'm out here walking the dogs, and there was someone that asked me to get up early this morning, and I didn't. And she wanted me to help her with interview questions because she's being interviewed in English and wants to have my impression of her English during the interview. I apologize that I didn't get up early, but I thought what I would do and what might be helpful is if I answered the questions like you were interviewing me, so you could hear, I don't know, hear the English of it. But we're going to go over some interview questions, and hopefully it'll help you figure out the English, and it'll definitely help you get to know me better. The first question was to introduce yourself. My name is Scott Phillips, and I've had many different jobs. I've worked in the Army, I've worked in the IT training field, I've helped the California Army National Guard, I've helped the recruiters, and now I'm helping all the military with their recruiters and helping them with high school. I've taught elementary school. I've also taught English as a second language. I've taught that in the United States for about 11 years and in Korea for about 9 years. I'm married. I have 3 children from my ex-wife. From my divorced wife, and my new wife, I have a child coming on the way in November. The question was for me to tell about my experience, and when I do interviews myself, I always want to tell them more than they asked, because I think that helps them understand me better, and maybe it takes care of the next question. So tell me about your experience, and I just did. What's the next question? The next question was, tell me about a time where something you did benefited yourself, but also benefited the team. In my present position, I work in I have other people come out and do the tests. That's a GS4 position, and then I'm a GS11, and so then I go back and I present the findings to the students, and I tell them more about how that can help them find a job. Recently we haven't had enough GS4s to do the testing, so even though I am not required to, I have done the testing and tried to do the testing and roll up the next part of it all together. I think that helped my team because they didn't have to scramble and find someone that could drive 4 hours. That could drive 4 hours, and it helped me because I could do both of those things at the same time. It's not anything I'm trained to do. It's just something that I'm deciding to do by myself. And I think that helps the team, it helps me, it helps everybody. The next question was, tell me about a time where you worked as a team and got something done. I can go all the way back to when I was in the Army, and there were many of us lieutenants that had to get something done. Well, when you get a bunch of leaders together, they all try to take the lead. Somebody needs to be the person that does whatever the leader tells you to. So we had 5 of us, and 4 decided to tell the others what to do, and I just did it. When we had to, as easy as we had to put up a tent, and everybody held a pole or a peg. Well, I actually did the work. I could have supervised. I could have held another peg and had arguments about it, but by that time the tent would not ever get finished. So I always think it's important to work as a team. If someone else wants to take the leadership position, that's fine. I can take the position of helping other people. I think that in a team, everybody needs to work together. What's the next question? Well, the dogs are still out here. They're lollygagging around. They're just... There's a cat in the window watching the dogs. The last question was, why do I want to join this company? And I think that everybody, when they know they're going in for a job interview, it's important for them to do research on that company. I mean, they should be spending many hours researching the company and finding out what the company's future is, what the company's past is. And I think during that last question, why do I want to join the company, I should let them know that I know the history of the company. And, well, if I was to do it for the company I work for now, I would say, you know, this company's been around for the last 51 years, and they have shown that they can persevere through good times and bad times. And I think I would like to learn more about how to do that, and I would like to learn things from this company, because I think this company can teach me things that other companies can't. I hope that helps me get the job. I hope that helps you with you trying to figure out how to answer questions. If it's a phone interview, be sure to stand up. When you're talking on the phone, stand up. Your voice sounds better when you stand up than if you sit down talking on a phone. The other thing that's important for you to do on a phone interview is to dress for an interview. Do not do the interview in pajamas. You know, when you dress for an interview, during the time you're dressing, you're thinking over questions. During the time you're dressing, you're preparing yourself. Do that preparation in a phone interview too. Even though you don't have to and nobody will ever see you, but still do it. Okay, have a great day. Thor and Polly look like they're ready to go home, so we're gonna go home now. Here's a little picture of these houses. Jessica sold 7 of these houses right here in this neighborhood, and she has one more that she's going to put in to buy tomorrow. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.